The actual D-Day attack. There are a lot of pictures of it actually. Like I say, what the black people had done is they had basically gotten into the country and basically gotten a foothold, and then they had started letting in their warriors from another part of the country. They had gone in behind this one little group. There's this one little fortification, and they had started letting in all their people, tanks and stuff and all kinds of stuff, and trying and taking over Germany, and then replacing. They were just shooting people and taking their clothes. Anyway, and then manning. They were actually like I say, we had mostly evacuated a lot of the women and children out of Germany and out of there from a couple years before or something. So there wasn't that many white people in there, and what were left were being slaughtered by the black people. So, and we were taking back like Germany, like I said, the black people controlled Paris. It was Black Adolf Hitler, and they also controlled Germany, and basically they had taken control, and we had evacuated as many people as we could. So we were coming back in. So when we were coming back in, and we're going to hit them hard, we because it would be too hard to get around in too much fuel. So what we did was we waited until high tide, and then I'm pretty sure what we did was we parked. I forget. On one of them, well, the attack happened later. I think we might have later waited on one. We parked a big freighter up in there, to act as cover, and then we waited a little bit, and then they got the skiffs up right behind it, like I say, and we're getting them as close as possible and trying to get. I think that we waited until the tide had dropped a little bit because the freighter was toast anyway. We just took it in there at full speed, just against the thing, and then they were shooting at the freighter. And I was like, I don't care. I mean, if you look at the pictures, there's there's like 40 or 50 boats. They're all just on the beach. We just crashed every single boat against that beach. Just I was like, I don't care. I'll rebuild the ships, but we're getting on the beach. And so they're all like, they said there's probably like 200 or 500 boats all just sitting on the beach, different sizes, 30 foot, 60 foot, 80 foot. If it floated, it was getting put up on that beach basically. And they also used the boats as cover too. They would crash them, and then they would jump off the back, and then they would come around the side, using the ships as cover to shoot up in there, because the black people were all up inside the bush, with the sniper rifles. They were using the German sniper rifles, and they're like, and then as soon as we picked off a couple of people and got like a little beachhead going up there, they took off into the country. And then they regrouped, they were running back in there. What they would call them Germans, but they weren't Germans, they were black people. It was basically the South Africans, pretty much. And then we fought our way back up in there. If I remember right, my D-Day war was basically, there's black South Africans up in there, and they're using the sniper rifles and everything shooting. It wasn't against Germans. Germans were white, and like I say, they had captured them or killed them or put them in jail basically. It was just the black people in there, and they're pretty much slaughtering people every single day. That's where all the mass graves come from. The black people were like, just as soon as they came in, they would shoot them. So anyway, it was all South Africans and black people. They were incredibly racist. They just wanted to kill off as many white people as they possibly could. So anyway, so we got up in there with the ships. And we were getting back up in there, and then they were running, and we were shooting at them, basically. And so you see pictures. There's lots of photographs. You may not, and there's lots of pictures of the black generals that are like, and the black generals are telling the Japanese girls, well, they're going to be coming in here, and they're going to be vicious, so you better take the cyanide and kill yourself. They were trying, and the Japanese girls were like, no, they didn't want to kill themselves, and they were trying to force feed the cyanide to them. The black people were just trying to kill off as many white people as they possibly could. So anyway, they were incredibly racist. Incredibly racist. And they're incredibly small and pathetic because, they covered it up. They're liars. They're not... In 500 years, they haven't really particularly been good or done anything particularly useful. Anyway, I don't like to call them that, but it's true. It's the truth. There's nothing there in 500 years. There's been nothing good about the black race. We've tried to educate them. We've tried to get them to do something useful, but they don't. They won't. They don't see any need to. So, anyway, And true to form, they tortured and tried to get people to life with them. It's like, they're pathetic. Anyway, I don't know why the whole race has decided to be pathetic, but hey, they are. What can I say? Whatever. And in every black community or every black place, it's basically war and death. They were blaming the Germans. They were blaming the Russians. They were blaming the English. But then the English leave, and it's just black people. And the hatred and the death still continues because they just don't give a fuck. It's like, what? If the shoe fits, if it's true, then it's true. It's your own damn fault. I have no sympathy. You know, they don't particularly regard civilization or respect or anything as valuable. That's just the way it is. Anyway, I kicked their ass and they're too pathetic to admit it. Anyway. And I was nice. I didn't even kill them all. They would have killed all of us, that's for sure. And they said that, lots of people said that. They would have killed all of us. I don't know why we're saving them, but or letting them surrender. And a lot of them we didn't. A lot of them I was just like, no, don't. Go ahead, just kill them. I was like, it's up to you. So they just shot them. And black people, oh, it's like, what? We have photographic evidence of them shooting lots of white people. Hundreds, thousands even. Unarmed civilians. You know, like my people said, we didn't even we didn't ask them. Unlike us, we didn't wait until we had their weapons to shoot them. We just shot them until they were dead. It's like, good, put up a fight. Makes us feel better. Anyway, but yeah, you know, I mean, they fought until the last man. So did we. There was no point in surrendering to them. They would just take your gun and shoot you with it. And laugh. And then wear your skin to go rape your wife. That's the way they were. So anyway. You know, like I said, they would skin someone, then wear their skin and go rape their wife and child. Go zombie. Like I say, the amount of hatred and just anger. Not hatred. Hatred is wrong. The amount of anger. Because I don't hate them. They made me that mad. Anyway, but yeah. And I'm, well, you know, I tasked every ship I had, every aircraft I had. If I had it, it was, like they would say, if it was a kitchen sink, it was up on that beach. You know, even rowboats. We used everything we had. And we just pushed them back into Africa. So, one by one. They made it like that. Now, like I said, it's like, you made it like that. You made us do it. So, okay. We did it. At least we're man enough to admit it. And whatever. You know, it was a bloody war, and it was painful as fuck. And they want, you know, they enjoyed it. They you know, it was like their calling in life to make it painful for us. So, and they did. It hurt a lot. A lot of good people died. A lot of children got raped. You know, it was really, really, really. It was the darkest time. But we didn't stop pushing until there weren't many left of them. Anyway. Oh well. Like I said, it didn't matter. You know, even if there were even the white people that helped them. I mean, sometimes we executed them too. Like, you could have done something. So I mean, there were white people that died too. You know, I was very thorough. Hey. Oh well. I didn't want it to be that way, but what could I do?